Hello and welcome to another dramatic reading by me and Zanya84. Today we're going to be doing the next chapter of Super Sentai vs Super Sentai, another dividing game. And as you can see here I have updated the posters which will be playing throughout this video in a loop. And forgive the lack of transition, I've not figured that out yet on my editing software. Author's note, wow, it's been a while since I updated this team. I hope this long ass chapter will be worth it. Happy reading. Chapter 17, Dividing Game. Aim. After receiving the Super Sentai ball, Taku and the rest proceeded to train on how to use it. Eventually they found out about its secrets, and after rigorous training, they were able to utilize it. We didn't get to see any of this. However, the power output they produced seemed to be never enough. It couldn't destroy the dummy located in bonds when it was set in the highest rate. Set in? I'm sure that there was a secret of how to use the ball, Sato said. Sure that there was the secret. I'll let you figure out what's wrong there, Sato said, wiping a sweat from her head after yet another failed attempt to destroy the dummy using the Super Sentai ball. What are we missing now? Perhaps because we're of 6 people. Of 6 people, Dry noted. I don't get what it's the details about. Prophecy Taku said was about 7 colours. Maybe it has something to do with how to affect the ball. Either that or Sakura has dwindled into a gigantic liar. Melee scoffed off, saying that they were not making any progress. I bet if Ryo-sama is here, any prophecy will be nulled. He can utilize the ball himself. Okay, you're starting to turn him into a Mary Sue. Don't get too high on it, Taku reprimanded. Too high on it. And I'm sure Sakura's never a liar. Is never. What it just means we have to find a way to get that Mikoto to join us officially. That I can agree, but I think it's going to be a hard one, Odie said, sitting down on a bench. What I can see on him, he's really aloof and has a dangerous aura surrounding him. You may want to be careful, but Odie said as he saw May silently walk away, her bow still in hand. May, what are you doing? Concerned on how she was putting her body limits. What the hell does that even mean? Odie pursued her. I'll take Odie's warnings in consideration, Taku nodded. First we gotta find out where Mikoto is. I'll find him myself, Melvin stepped away, headed to the teleport room. I'm still pissed that he called me sexy. How dare he compliment my gorgeous body? Only Ryo-sama can do that. But that was a compliment, Melly, Seth said. I honestly agree with what he said. You've got a body that women would kill for. Not me, of course. I'm totally straight. Shut up. Only Ryo-sama can compliment me like that. Okay, that was scary. Protested, she eventually walked away in annoyance. But not after she said something. I'll contact you when I find something. I bet she's just flustered, Jiraiya teased. Thankfully, since Melly was out of the room, she didn't come back to scoff at him as well. Meanwhile, as Odie eventually came across May, he found her preparing to shoot another shooting target. Was the shooting really necessary in that sentence? With her bow and arrow. It's time for the team to shoot on perfect mark. Impressive, she's approving. Odie thought he had looked at May's continued perfect shots. However, eventually her body couldn't take it and she fell to her knees, exhausted. May! Odie approached her as he helped her get up. I'm fine, May tried to reassure him. Help her get up. She was preparing to pull the string once more. However, Odie held her arm and stopped her from shooting further. Yes, I know you've got a perfect score for this one, but know your limits. Odie scolded. Do you even know how much the Super Sentai ball drained your strength? Get you and rest. May hung her head, lowering it. I feel so powerless, Odie. All I do is rely on you guys or get into trouble. At that point, she started recalling her records of battle in the New World. It was mostly team-based victories, which means you contributed. Alone, she usually would attract trouble, starting from getting brainwashed into getting captured or getting afflicted with a curse. It might be so to her, but she started yearning for days when she was more incapable of single-handedly defeating monsters. All you need is another door monster with a specific prophecy involving the Rishi tribe. And she knew if she was tardy, it would result her friends and sharing the same fate as Shizuka, Don't worry, this is nothing. Compared to being powerless resulting in the loss of friends, this pain is nothing. At the same time, Hojo was surprised. Unknowingly, this is how he trained back then. Even if he was extremely tired, he'd still push on. See, May has determined herself that she would train. As he nodded and walked away. Well, on second thought, if you can push on your limits, then go ahead. Just remember two things. Suddenly, Hoji turned back and said further, 1. Know your limit and when to quit. 2. You should do his training with a smile, not because you're forced. Okay. At Hoji's advice, May replied with a smile. She seemed to have forgotten her feeling of powerlessness. As Hoji left, May felt her spirits rekindled as she continued to train her archery, scoring perfect from time to time. Scoring perfect. Dino Curry original house. This is the house that served as the Aberranger's headquarters. You go to right there and surprised that it's empty. And surprised. He did recall about being taken here, before eventually regaining his confidence. In his new world, wondering if they're still here. Opening the door, he found out something surprising. The Dino Curry was empty. Weird. At least there should be that old man, Mikoto as he looked around. He's guessing that most of the Aberrangers won't stick here forever. Actually did last time he knew. Ryoga resumed his international environmental investigation job, accompanied with his niece Mai. Then he dumped her in Hollywood to become an actress. Itsuki Randu resumed her job as a mechanic and might have been branching out as a racer, at least testing the mechanisms of her job. Of course, Dino Earth resident Asuka returned to Dino Earth and lived there. All of a sudden, the Dino career became so silent. I forgot, Sando Yukio gained an international fame as a chiropractor and travelled overseas, apparently marrying his friend Imanaka Emery and made her his assistant. It used to be lively. Okay, all of a sudden the Dino Curry became so silent, so unlike what Mikoto thought to be. It used to be lively here. Mikoto recalled how Ryoga just wouldn't shut up about their friendship. No matter how protect it, at least innocent mind trying to befriend him, something he couldn't say no to. Spain saw a piece of paper, a scribble paper to be precise. Picking it up, Mikoto was shocked to scribble the Aberrangers, including him. Written on each Aberranger was some positive comment, and on Aberray Killers was, Nakanai Sensei is really cool. I would have guessed that it would have been drawn by Mai. A smile formed on his mouth, but quickly turned to a cold comment. You still got a long ways to go to be an artist, kid. But thanks for the compliment, I really am. Putting a paper on the table, Mikoto went out and wondered what he would do. Maybe that'd look alike. He was thinking of something as he walked. Okay, back in the villain's quarters, the majority of them gathered on Kyoto's room, where they saw a woman in white lying on his bed. This is the woman you speak of, Gashitogo said like a woman. Never seen anyone like that. There is a familiar feeling coming from her though, Abella noted, trying to sense something from one's skin. Is it that thing like that Trinoid, one who sought to resurrect Des Mausoleum? Indeed, throughout my days I think I recognize this person, well noted. Disciple of Light Lichuel. However, the last I know of her, she's regressed into an infant form. Infant? What we're seeing here is an older woman, Sibilina corrected. Similar to having that she's forced to grow again. Perhaps a side effect of traveling through Sheol. If she came here from that, Lamy tried to guess. Wasn't Sheol supposed to increase the evilness within rather than force aging? I would assume that this Sheol probably changed her to a point where she's the most aggressive and evil back in the day. Hayes, Apollo assumed well. The gate was such a mystery. I'd love to investigate further, but it seems that it won't be opening it. What does that even mean? Again soon. Yep, and we got more pressing matters like beating the Super Sentai. Kyo's added until he looked at the woman, referred to as Lijo. But man, this is such a babe. I'd love to be her Prince Charming to give her a kiss to wake her up. Stop toying around, Kyo's. Those dirty lips of yours aren't going to make her love you. Sibilina reprimanded him, although she did give out one more sarcastic comment. Could wake her up if only how dirty your lips are to her. She'd feel disgusted. What did he say? Kyo's felt insulted. He looked at Sibilina rather angrily. However, Long put his hand on his shoulder to stop him. That's why putting your hand on his shoulder is supposed to stop anything. I will be generous for once. What says you if I wake her up and make her fall for you? Long's offer shocked Kyo's and even the others as it sounded genuine. Coming from you, this sounds like a hoax. Kyo's grunty thought of his first decision carefully. At least just wake her up, Gastoka said. Even without this falling for Kyo's ball, at least we'll have more firepower against the Super Sentai. Yes, I heard the Super Sentai spat out a Super Sentai Warrior too, right? Nana said, mind reports between Nakadai and Mikoto. Fine, just you better keep your word to making her fall for me. Kyo's finally decided. Look. I'm just nodding with a grin as he suddenly turned into a golden mist. It eventually enveloped the sleeping Leejo. Long, however, did not just concentrate himself in doing things with Leejo. Before happened, he had sent to Rishi. Shikama no Ha had Babinju Platypus Fist. Apparently a good friend of Dokomo as well as the five Venoms. He wrecked upon people. Ha ha ha, this never gets old after all. Shikama no Ha said as he had minor Vinci also attacked many humans. Even some of them bought about one poor salaman. Please, show some mercy, man begged, but Shikama no Ha smirked. Really? I guess so, Shikama no Ha said, giving a man a glitter of hope, till Shikama no Ha approached his beak, opened his beaks in a psychic way. Not Rinju Platypus fist, Doko no Otoas Oisi, used his hand to eventually slap the man, knocking him away. Man's cheek was coated with some liquid which didn't get off, and in turn it caused him severe pain as if he was poisoned. Squirm more, human. Just feeds more power to my Rinky, Shikama no Ha said as he laughed, seeing a man in pain. Well now, who's next? Well, before he could walk further, someone went right ahead and kicked him on the face, knocked him away. What? Who? Shikama no Ha growled as he got up after rolling on the ground, only to recognize the kicker. You, well, if it's in Patrita Melee, that's my line. Melee only transformed shot back. Allegiance is with Bat Long and you want death. Your loyalty should lie on Ryo-sama only. On Ryo-sama only. Bat Loser isn't even worth to be in my mind, Shikama no Ha taunted. Master Long is more powerful, even if his school was Genjuken and he accepted us. You have a traitor that needs to die for not following the school goes. School goes. Okay, what does that even mean? You idiot, what I follow isn't the school of Genjuken, but Ryo-sama, Melee said comfortably. And you, traitor of Ryo-sama, will be executed now. She ran forward and tossed away any Vinci that got in her way. Then she caught in a fist fight against Shikama no Ha. I heard what you did to my fellow friend, Shikama no Ha, while exchanging blows to Melee's angry. Dokomo, Bracco, you killed them. I hate if you go beyond your betrayal to the school. Well, anyone who insults Ryo-sama must die, Melee stated back as he launched a flying kick once more. Whether it was dodged by Shikama no Ha. What? You let your guard down. Rinju Platypus Fist, Doko no Otoshi, covering his fist with poisonous mud like before. Oh, he attempted to slap Melee on the fist. He was steady in thinking how to block it. Okay, until flaccid white went through Shikama no Ha and beat him down, causing him to drop some of his mud on the ground, while Matt Melee was able to roll away. And what? Who goes there? Shikama no Ha said he tried to think of a perpetrator, who turned out to be Abe Killer. Yo, he greeted towards both Monster Melee. I asked, who the hell are you? Shikama no Ha asked once more, seemingly furious. Oh, you want my name? Well, better take note then. Abe Killer said he unleashed his winged pentacle and proceeded to write his name on the air. If you can't read, that's Abe Killer to you. You, what are you doing here? Melee owed him. Don't get in my way. It's my job to execute traitors who dare diss Ryo-sama. You know, you're working in a slug's pace. I can make it quicker. I'm not quite sure we often know what in, off, at, and on even mean anymore. Oh, I can make it quicker, Abe Killer said cockily. Once again, he used his super speed to overwhelm Shikama no Ha. Gah! Ah, damn it, I'll have to retreat for a moment. I'll remember this, Abe Killer. Shikama no Ha regretfully says he gathered what Rinchi could and eventually vanished. So, how are you doing, Miss Sexy? Both demorphing, we go to bed teasing Melee for the heck of it. You bastard! I told you only Ryo-sama can call me that! Asked Melee angrily out at Mikoto. Besides, my name is Melee, not Miss Sexy. Whatever this Ryo does, I bet I can do better. Once again being cocky, Mikoto once again boasted, which only served to rile Melee further. He's grinning, clearly he's enjoying it. This woman is really cute when she's angry. When how much I can push her further. Why you? Melly growled, really urged to be. So fist and put it under my coat on my face. But at that moment, the moaning of a man caught her attention. Melly wasn't even trying to help, suddenly Mikoto was the one approaching a man. Are you okay? Mikoto said, spicy concern. I feel sick, the man moaned in pain. This is poison, but don't worry, I can extract this poison. Mikoto says he reached something from his coat, and released a scalpel. Where does it hurt? The face, the man said weakly. You slapped me, there. Okay, this is gonna hurt a bit, but you'll be fine. Mikoto says he readied the scalpel. No, hospital, please. Man suddenly begged. Mikoto didn't bother to even honour his requests. Aha, dying man, you're at my mercy. I can do what I want. All he needed just to say some words to assure him. Dr. Nakadai Mikoto at your service. You know how my reputation as a doctor fares? Which means I can do a surgery on the outdoor. I've got the tools ready just for your predicament. Man was shocked when he heard about the legendary Dr. Mikoto Nakadai. Trusting him, he laid aid relaxed Mikoto, cut down his cheek with his scalpel and pushed on. Extracted some green liquid that appeared from his cheek and put in a small potion. There we go. Feeling better? Oh, much, man said, overjoyed able to get up. Thank you, doctor. Wow, you're actually famous, Melly says. He saw a man walk away. That's actually nothing. Oto said as he records that he was gifted since birth. It's true that his gift was part of Des mausoleum within him, but he's gotten used to it. Then gave Melly a look as if he's planning something. What about Melly said, it's suspicious when Mikoto reached out his dino minder. Back of you changed. A sudden, once again, Mikoto turns Abe Killer. Ella approached Melly. What, you picking a fight? Melly tried to prepare herself, watching him transform. Abe Killer. Ella got Otto and carried her on his shoulder and suddenly ran off at extreme speed. Hey, let go! Melly yelped. He never bothered to reply. Took her to the nearby woods and also gathered vines here and there. In his room he had Melly tied to a tree. What are you doing? Let me go. Surprisingly, the binding was tight enough that even Melly couldn't budge free. Well, I have a small project going. I'm going to present it to you. But I just got to make sure you stay put rather than running off. Abe Killer says he saluted mockingly. Well, I'll see you soon. Once again, at extreme speed, he ran off, leaving Melly shocked. He read her plans. She wouldn't want to bother an annoying person like him. He would just go and reveal his location to attack so he'd hand the rest. But at that point, he's a little tied up to move. Terrible. However, Abe Killer returned in no more than 30 minutes. And when he reached there, he used his winged pentac to untie Melly. Ouch, that hurts. What the hell was that? Melly's angry. Well, here, Abe Killer said, handing down a potion filled with transparent liquid. I made a medicine that will enhance strength. Use it to your friends. They'll need it. Why are you suddenly being this generous? Melly still spits at him. Well, this long seems a little too dangerous, Abe Killer admitted. So I'm going to give you a present before I come in with you. Huh? You coming with us? Didn't you say you were going solo beforehand? Like you asked. Changed my mind, Abe Killer answered. Well, I'll be seeing you soon. But he suddenly ran off with his speed again, leaving Melly dumbfounded. There he goes again, Melly sighed his little potion. Well, if it's to beat along, guess it's fair game. I'd rather not reveal it in public. But when Melly was out of sight, Abe Killer stopped and turned back, ready to Mikoto, and then suddenly his face formed a grin. Game start. It was dinner time for the Super Sentai. My kitchen maid decided to prepare to cook something, particularly beef stew. Hey, I wonder if they'll like the stew that we're making, Melly asked, curious. They'll love it. Plus a healthy mix between meat and vegetables, Sato, one who mainly did the boiling. Ink. I think there's a word missing there. How about you have a taste of it for yourself? Sure, May says he grabbed a spoon and took a sip of the cooked water. Oh my, this is good, Sato, you sure are a good cook. Well, I'd love to taste your cooking next time, Sato cheered. My boy, Hope said you're kind of overexerting yourself. At that point, May was a little silent. She didn't know she'd worried her friends like this. Sato just smiled at her. Don't do anything rash, okay? I just hope this meal will be rejuvenating your strength. Sure will, May nodded, agreeing. Alright, we're done, Sato says he turned off the stove and put the stew into 6 boils. Now he just had to. As soon as she said that, May suddenly felt limp and fell towards Sato. Good thing she grabbed her. May, I'm sorry, I think I did overwork myself. May apologized. You're right, I need to know my strength better. For now, you just sit on the dining room, okay? On the dining room? Sato says as he carried her out from the kitchen. You helped enough, thank you. As May nodded, Sato helped carrying her out to the dining room. Right as she left, Melee suddenly rematerialized, hiding all the time using her chameleon traits. Okay, now is the time. Melee thought she also put out the potions he got from Mikoto, poured them to one of the bowl. What does that even mean? Whoever the lucky guy is, better be great. It'd feel great after eating this. Once he's done pouring the liquid, she put the bottle amongst other bottles, and she quickly became invisible again. This time, she had to re-enter it along with Jiraiya, whom she asked to help in place of May, putting the bowls in 2 trays we carried each. Jiraiya suddenly noticed the ground felt slightly wet, and there were some footsteps on the ground. What's the matter, Jiraiya? Sato asked. No, nothing. Let's go. Jiraiya dismissed such thing. Eventually, they both walked out of the kitchen. Well then, time to eat. Venture and all the Super Sentai members were together in the dining table. Everyone started eating the beef stew on their bowls. Wow, this is good stuff, Tiger noted. You girls really are good cooks? Why is that phrase a question? Hee May giggled. I'm glad you liked it, but I'm sure between your teams there's also better chefs than me. Besides, Sato's the one doing most of the jobs. She then humbly depreciated herself. Chefs, huh? Tiger thought, thinking of his masked man squad. Each one was a good cook, and unfortunately none of them ever cooked. Not sure if I can deduce. I think none of the masked man cooked. How about you, Jiraiya? We opened up a crepe stand for our ninja disguise, Jiraiya says once he finished chewing his rice, so we can ensure that everyone at least can cook crepe. Not sure about other types of food. But to be honest, I wasn't much of a cook when I was at Bazoo Rangers. Maybe I was trying to remember our time at Bazoo Rangers. Mostly boy who cooked the food, but sometimes his food were a bit lacking in taste. Secretly got to learn to cook by myself. The books, I suppose. I didn't have the time to show how I cooked the rest. Well, praise you, that's for sure. Sato cheered on her as he looked at Melee. Well, how about you, Melee? Hey, I do not know whatever the Gecko Rangers are cooking. Melee shot down the question. Right, real Simon never quite bothered with food. But other ways to sustain our hunger back in the days. If he felt bored, he just went out to the human world and eat by himself. So cool. Seems like he's quite distant of you, Hoji commented. But again, when you're an undead, you don't need food. Okay then, how about you, Hoji? Sato then got her attention to Hoji. Is there any Deca Rangers that does cooking? That could have been worded better. But, well, we don't cook. Usually for food, we visit the restaurant or eat at the cafeteria. Hoji's words were suddenly interrupted. He dropped his spoon. Ugh! He suddenly let out a grunt of pain and suddenly dropped his head onto the table. In particular, his plate, shocking the whole team. Okay, I've lost my place. My god! Taco exclaimed in shock as he got him and approached Hoji. Hoji, you okay? Hoji! Everyone circled around Hoji as they tried to check what happened. Only when May touched him that she realised what's going on. This is serious fever! It's like poison! Poison? Sato was shocked hearing it. No way, I couldn't have served. May, you tasted with me, right? In which May nodded. That means someone must have poured the poison at a certain time. Taku said as he walked away. I'm going to investigate the kitchen. Take care of Hoji. Taku left. Melee was equally shocked looking at the result of her doing. Poison? But didn't he say that it's an empowering liquid? Is it just an early symptom of the effect takes place? At that point, when she looked above, she was shocked that Jiraiya was glaring at her. What? Melee? I don't want to believe this, but Jiraiya said, his tone cold but angry at the same time. It was you, wasn't it? The one to give that poison. Jiraiya, Sato yelled. Are you accusing that Melee attempted to poison us? I think accusing is either the wrong word or the vat needs to come out. I saw some luggage on the ground and heard some footsteps, Jiraiya explained. I think all is just my imagination, and it dawned me that Melee can get invisible, with her being a chameleon fighter. So, it's you, isn't it? Yes, so? Melee asked as blunt as he could. She somehow was worried, but deep down she wanted to believe that it was just an earlier symptom. How to be fine if he survived. Do not reveal her card. No way! And when I was away because I felt tired? May said in shock. Melee, how could you? Damn you! Jiraiya angrily raised her. Jiraiya is now a woman. Fist in anger and tried to punch Melee in the face, but she blocked the punch. Okay, he's either a woman or he was using May's fit. So he really wanted to destroy us from the inside for the sake of his real her? How dare you spread such lies if you need our help to beat long? What did you say? Melee equally shouted. I am serious when and I need your help to defeat Long. This has nothing to do with it. Then, I tried to kill us, Jiraiya yelled. Usually, found this time a prospect of A betrayal riding up to a great extent. What if it got me, Maid, Chisato, even Taku? But Melee was about to taunt again until someone put her hand on Jiraiya. Jiraiya, cut it out! Jiraiya, Chisato reprimanded being on to stop writing. There has to be something behind this. Gekko Rangers didn't approve Melee for no reason. He might have been fooled by this trickster, Jiraiya said, still angry. No better than me yokais, he surely is. Are you comparing me to some group of weaklings? Melee angrily retorted, not taking the comment well. Really want to know how different I am? Then I'll happily show you. Guys, stop! Chisato once again tried to stop the infighting. And luckily for them, the alarm was ringing. Oh, good. Oh, listen, we can talk about this later. But now we should concentrate on whatever chaos is happening, okay? So then look towards May. May, I think you should stay for now. Take care of Hoji. And he nodded for a moment, and for the moment, Jiraiya and Melee eventually stopped their feud. However, their dislike towards Joe had become much more apparent. As May took Hoji to the sick bay, she looked how her team spirit seemed to be broken. Remember, she had other thing to think about, especially about what happening out that day. If only I was strong and didn't let my weakness show. This wouldn't have happened. Hoji, I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Meantime, Taku was checking the kitchen. Well, there are the steps. He was aware of what happened to the outside, but he chose to investigate the kitchen further. The steps did look like Melee's footsteps. So Melee did this. Perhaps there are other things at work. Let me see. Taku then checked the case of bottles located on a table. Found the bottle Melee used it for. Huh? What's this sign? On the bottle there was an insignia. Spoke familiar with him. Where have I seen this before? As if I just saw it recently. Wait. He started to remember it looked like the shape of a visor. And he did see the, or did saw the visor on Africa's helmet. When we could deduce further, he heard the alarm ringing. Damn, I have to delay his investigation for a bit. Yet, Taku forces got out of the kitchen. He was once again in chaos as Shiko Manaha was terrorizing it. Come out wherever you are, Super Sentai, or these people suffer, he yelled, beckoning the Super Sentai to come. Yes, that'd be it. The mission from Master Long. Didn't hurt to gather more power. I'm suffering more so I can beat down the Super Sentai. Speaking of the devil, shortly after Shiko Manaha was blasted with several blasters, Red Mask, Ninja Black and Mega Yellow arrived their blasters at hand. You want us? Here we are. Red Mask beckoned. So you've come, Shiko Manaha said as he prepared his stance. Something bugged him. Just 3? More than enough to beat you. Mega Yellow yelled as she charged right to a monster, but her path was suddenly blocked by a horde of Rinshi. Move! Ninja Black yelled as he started fighting against Rinshi, along with the two. He's trying to do something using this horde as a wall. Gotta reach him first. Fight drawn out long enough until suddenly a sharp blade was shot out from the air, hitting both the Rinshis and Ninja Black and blade hitting Shiko Manaha. Too late! Rinju Platypus Spin! Dosho Geki! Shiko Manaha explained to hit the ground and summoned a green spear around him, covering him. Blade stopped, revealed that it was Melee's tongue. Too late, Melee said regret. That barrier is not just impenetrable, but also poisons anyone who touched it. If it hits us, well, Oji. Okay. Hey, is that a god to call his name like that? Ninja Black still angered yelled to Melee. You're trying to kill me? You're in my way, that's why, Melee retorted, pushing Ninja Black away. If I both Rinchi's out quick enough, I would have gotten more time to stab him before he formed the barrier. And you're being invisible while doing that? Ninja Black retorted again. Perhaps you're just trying to kill me, like you did to Hoji. Accusing me again. In a quick moment, both Melee and Ninja Black were arguing so hard that even Red Mask and Mega Yellow had to fight alone. What the heck is with those two? Red Mask wondered. Well, Jiraiya thought Melee was the one poisoning Hoji, Mega Yellow explained. I don't know, but there seems to be more to it. I saw Melee's footprint on the kitchen, Red Mask noted. On again. And also, how does he know they're Melee's footprints? Does he wear specific pumps? If Melee was the one delivering it, I think there's something behind this all. I knew Melee wouldn't do this. Ha! Go ahead and argue. It'll do much better for me, Shiko Manaha says with a stand. Rinju Platypus Fist, Dokubutsu wa Utsu! Punching a barrier from the inside, and released shots of poison from the barrier. Damn it! Red Mask noticed it quick enough as he and Mega Yellow moved quick enough to tackle both Ninja Black and Melee away, dodging from the poison. Well, I guess we have to try whether Melee was right or not. Mega Yellow says to combine her Mega Sniper with Mega Sling. Sling Sniper! Then shot down the barrier, but it did nothing. Oh no! Maybe there's not enough power. If we use a Super Sentai ball, we might be able to dent it, Ninja Black suggested. But we don't have Hoji and May. Even 6 people won't be able to unleash its full potential, and Then looked at Melly. One of his, "What?" Melly shot back. "This is ridiculous. All you do is bark. No biting. You dare insult me one more time, that'll be the last thing you say. Cut this crap at once." Red Mask yelled and he pointed to the enemy. "That one is your enemy, not your fellow friend. Taku, I'm not sure if we can." Ninja Black said dejected. "At any rate, we can't make a dent like this," Red Mask said. "We'll have to retreat. Dry if you would." "Right." Dejected, Ninja Black proceeded to throw his smoke bomb so the team could retreat. When all the smoke bomb was thrown, Red Mask noted something as if they were being watched. As the smoke bomb was thrown and the team escaped, Shiko Monoha turned off his barrier. "Bah, pussies, all of them. Oh well now, I'll just make humanity suffer more, so more be power for me. Next time they're all dead." Unknown to him, the whole battle was being observed by Mikoto as hiding by. "Isn't this interesting? How do you solve this puzzle, I wonder? Red Mask, isn't it?" Back in Bonds, Taku immediately visited the sick bay where May was taking care of Hoji. "How is he, May?" Taku asked. "His fever's getting worse," May said, worried as she squeezed the water from the head compressed out to put on Hoji's forehead. "Taku, What?" Taku asked. "I heard a train this morning," May told him about to attempt to train even harder, pushing her limits. "Well, that's a good thing, right?" Taku said, smiling. "I know, but it didn't take account of my own strength," May said, and told him about with past happenings. "When Suka was killed, I was fully crushed, but I wasn't strong enough to save her. If I am stronger, the capture event won't happen. I'll be able to protect you all better. But because I didn't notice my limit, these all happen." "I noticed that Sato took you to the dining room earlier and called Jiraiya," Taku said. "What does that have to do with this?" "Because of me overtraining, I got tired quick while helping Sato cooking. It left an opening for melee," May says. Her voice got sudden further. "Oh, if only. What's done is done, May. It's not your fault." Taku tried to cheer her up. "Even so, I doubt this could be Melee's doing. Maybe she's tricked or something." "How do you deduce that?" May asked, curious how Taku didn't think it would be straightforward poison. "I don't know, just a hunch," Taku replied slowly. "Regardless, none of you are at fault. Hoji will get better, I'm sure. I guess if there's no cure, all you can hope for is to pray." "Prayer, indeed." May nodded. Finally, a glimmer of hope was brought onto her eyes. "I'm not sure if it would work, but if I could pray for Hoji's help, perhaps my ancestors would grant me a miracle. Thank you for suggesting, Taku." May sat near a bed where Hoji were lying. She held his hand with both hers and started praying while holding his hand. Taku just looked at her and started thinking. "Okay, let me see. There's Abrake's mark on that bottle. My present I felt like his. Wait, could it be?" It just then dawned to Taku what was transcribed into history of Super Sentai. Mikoto was at first well known for his apathy towards humanity and tendency to make dangerous games his own amusement, even if it endangers humanity. And maybe, at that point, Taku silently left the sick bay and headed away. "Why are you still here?" On the other hand, the tension was still bad for Jiraiya and Melee. "You tried to kill Hoji, you tried to kill me. I seem to have misjudged you. You're not serious in killing Long, you're more serious in killing us." "What did you say?" Melee yelled. "You doubt me?" "After this, I guess," Jiraiya said. "I suppose I can no longer." Before he could finish that sentence, however, Sato suddenly stepped in and slapped Jiraiya in the face. "Ow! How do you dare finish that sentence?" Sato yelled. "What were you thinking, Jiraiya? This is not like you. Mary told me you were one to first accept her as an ally. Now you're driving her away? If anyone's misjudging here, it's me misjudging you." To Sato, Jiraiya was silent. It seemed silent. Never saw Sato to be this angry. The usually cheery schoolgirl was showing quite the anger in her eyes. "I told you there's something more behind this, and you just took things in face value. You even picked a fight with her when we should have been fighting that monster." Sato continued to scold him. "Maybe it's easy to be engulfed with anger. Is that what a ninja does?" The shock Jiraiya made him realize. Up until this point, he was acting solely by anger, and as a ninja, he needs to be calm as still water. If you don't stop doing this, we'll never be able to unlock Super Sentai Ball's true potential. That monster will become unstoppable, and that's enough. Jiraiya stopped his sword. Sato starting to shake, imagining the terrors the monster would bring. "You're right. I've been too angry at this point. Blinded me. So I tried to take things calmly, and instead I lashed out on Melee." "Melee, I have a question. Please answer honestly," Sato said, turning towards Melee. Her eyes were serious as she could. "Who gave you that poison?" "Fine, I'll answer. I hate to say a lie if you have to know," Melee said, sighing. "But Mikoto gave me the poison. He said it's something to enhance our strength instead of poison. I thought it was just some sort of early symptom. Once he got over it, he'd feel better." "What?" Jiraiya was shocked. "This is obviously poison. Why would he—" "I'm not sure. At this point, I'm starting to think that these power enhancement thing he said was all a piece of bullcrap." Melee said, once getting annoyed for Mikoto. How can I let that guy? Why didn't you try to tell us before? Sato asked. I mean, about thinking it's a straight enhancing thing. Look, it's my way, okay? I just don't want to do it on public. On public, Melee protested. At any rate, I guess it's better if we check on him. Right, the two nodded in my head to the sick bay. I found May sitting down praying for Hoji's health. May, hey, Jiraiya called, which brought May back from prayer. Ah, guys, May says as we gathered to a two. He's not getting any worse, but no better. Yeah, it's alright, May, Sato Sora. He'll be fine. You're saying a prayer for him. Point forever, suddenly Hody started to shake his head, as if having a totally bad dream of Caesar's. Damn, it's gotten to this point. Damn you, Nakadai Mikoto! Melee growled in anger. This is no strength-enhancing substance. It's poison, plain and simple. How dare you? Huh? Mikoto? May asked while still worried. Long story, but we do have to do something about Hoji, Jiraiya noted. That moment, May noticed Hoji was having something similar to her. When Pandora poisoned her in order to put her to sleep, prevent her from destroying her door monster. It was because of her willpower desire to help her friends she managed to wake up from her sleep and nightmare. At least Hoji's condition right now is not getting worse, so it could be that he's in a recovery state. She held his hand tight and said to him, Hoji, hang in there. What dream was Hoji having? Beside a black dimension, he, as Deca Blue, fell to the ground, rolling there as if he was thoroughly beaten. Gah, why? Several shouts were approaching him as he got up. Guys, it's me. Don't you recognize me? Deca Blue said to the shadows. It turned out to be all the Deca Rangers. Starting from Deca Red to Deca Green to Deca Yellow to Deca Pink to even Deca Break. All of them silently walked, their weapons ready, their voices completely silent. Hunter ran forward and started beating Deca Blue around. You really don't remember me? Deca Blue said he tried to stand, even only on his knees. Tetsu, Sen, Umiko, Jasmine, Ban, my partners. His shadows continued their savage beating towards Deca Blue to the point he eventually demorphed. He was unable to get up. No way, the amount I left him behind? No, it can't be. It could be an illusion. These pains felt so real, Hoji thought. The nightmare is why I can't get up from. What the world is this? Slowly, as the Deca Rangers approached him, he heard a voice. Voice for woman to be exact. Who? Hoji muttered. My prayers won't probably reach you. Oh, guardian beast and Daijujin. Even so, please hear my wish. Please let Hoji be okay. Don't let him die, please. That's May, Hoji recognized that voice. It seemed like a desperate prayer from May, praying for his safety. She's worried about me. Hoji, don't go into his venom. Another voice, this time male, was heard. Jiraiya too, Hoji muttered. Perhaps not a prayer, but it's still a cheering. But one thing bugged him. Venom? So that's it. Hoji finally stood. It was venom that he ate before. So venom causes to have a nightmare I can't wake up from. How do I? Hoji, we're waiting for you. Another woman's voice heard. Hoji also recognized it. No. You know, I expected more from you. Another woman's voice heard. Look, I'm sorry about accidentally giving him that poison, but just get up, please. I won't forgive if you die like this. Whatever this poison is, I know your body is strong enough to beat it. Melee, these were one, but she wanted to get up. Hoji is also puzzled hearing Melee's voice. At this point, looked at the Deca Rangers. How am I to get out of here? These are my friends. Hoji, do not be fooled. This time, another voice was, Hoji, do not be fooled. This time, another voice heard. It's clearly male and deep. Hoji recognized all too well. Boss. It was a voice belonging to Doggy Kruger, leader of the Deca Rangers, as Hoji recognized Boss. Where? Listen, Hoji. But does your friend obey beat you salty without reasonings? Doggy his voice needs to echo. It's your illusion. You have to defeat it yourself. Yeah, another voice was heard and Hoji knew his voice to belong to Tetsu. Come on, Senpai, show us what you've got. You failing against these illusions? Nonsense! Now this mystery is revealed. It's up to you to solve it. Next it was Sen's voice that heard. Remember, there's no mystery in this world that can be solved. Come on, Hoji, get up! A serious girl's voice heard. Hoji guessed that it would belong to Umiko. You can do it. Beat that silly imitation of mine without mercy. Hoji, greater battle awaits you even after this. You still have much to accomplish. The next thing that was heard was actually from his senpai, Gyoku Ro. However, continued voice instead of woman's voice, and Hoji recognized the voice as him. He will gain more friends than just us, but we always will be friends. As of them trying to pretend as us, just give him a dawn and see how it goes. Don't worry about us, partner. We're doing fine. Just go on with your battle. Actually, it's the voice of Bam that he heard as Hoji finally was getting up on his 2 feet thanks to cheering his friend. Remember, we're always waiting for your revenge to return. Go get him, partner. Don't call me partner. Hody tried to at least go along with you to dismiss his attitude to Ban. He's gotten too used to it. However, one thing he knew was that he realized he's got friends to support him. Not just the Deca Rangers, but also a new friend that helped in this weird world. It's just my illusion, but I'll destroy them myself. Emergency! Deca Ranger! Face on! Bat transformed to Deca Blue and immediately pulled his license. SWAT mode! On! Activating his SWAT mode, he immediately summoned the Evolver. Then so the rest of the fake Deca Rangers, except the fake Deca Break. He began barraging on Deca Blue, who ran towards him and making sure that none of the bullet barrage hits. Then began knocking down the fake Deca Rangers one by one, ending with the fake Deca Red by kicking him on the stomach. He kicked so hard that the fake Deca Red tossed away his own de-revolver. SB license set. Deca Blue put his SB license to his own de-revolver before grabbing the fakes with his other hand. Then leapt back to take some distance and took aim with both de-revolver. Be gone, my illusion. De-revolver, max power, strike out! Using both revolvers, Deca Blue shot down 2 fireballs that gathered into a huge fireball, which not only destroyed the fake Deca Rangers, but also caused several explosions in his surrounding, seeing fine world of nightmares being destroyed. So Hody just blew up his own subconscious. That's perhaps some Freudian implications, but it doesn't. Deca Blue just stayed, not even flinching. He knew what would happen next. While that happened, he let out a confident mutter, both in English. Super cool. Perfect. Back to the real world. Finally, Hody let out the grunts. He opened his eyes. Saw Major and Sato all looking at him. You guys, how long has it been? Hody mostly tried to get to a sitting down system. Giant Sato did back down, but seemed that made into him but May, get a distance. Instead, she hugged Hody and realized that her eyes were a bit wet. Thank goodness, Hody, thank goodness you're okay. I was so worried, May said fully. I prayed and prayed and it was finally answered. Wet eyes. May stop acting like a crybaby or something. Hody reprimanded. Well, it just seemed that May's eyes wouldn't dry out for a while. Geez, I don't know what to do with you. If May is crying, it's probably because she's too happy to see you, okay? Hey, Sato reminded, just because someone cries a lot doesn't equal being a crybaby. May, she's a very emotional girl. Treat her with care. Yeah, I guess. Hody said, sighing. It's like I have a little sister in this group. While May was probably different, Hody couldn't help but feel like it was like that time he was with his little sister. But what mattered strange would have been like how he was with May. Despite sometimes arguing, they do care for each other. Hody instinctively patted May on the head as he said, "More stop now. You can stop doing that. I'm fine. Thank you." At any rate, Hody, it's a good thing you survived the poison, Joy noted, because our cheerings did work. Welcome back. So you guys did cheer for me. Heard your voice. Thanks. Hody was gratefully to step back until he eventually put May aside, who regained her composure. Instead, looked at Melly. You said you're the one who gave the poison? Yeah, but your information, I did not have the intention to kill you. Melly said as honestly as possible. She knew that Hody would at least be angry at her, but Hody was silent. He instead nodded as if telling her to continue. About Mikoto, tricked me into thinking that it's an empowering drink, and I thought you could use more power if you defeated Long. He's the one at fault, Mikoto. But what is he trying to gain with this? Hody asked, now wondering about Mikoto's plan. Room was silent afterwards, unable to give an answer until... By the way, guys, May broke the silence with another question. Anybody seen Taku? Everyone was surprised that Taku wasn't seen to be there. Taku was running on his own through the city. A lot of things were in his mind, but for Mikoto, he had a bad feeling about this man. But he must know the truth. As luck would have it, it didn't take long for Mikoto to eventually show up. So you're here. Red mask, isn't it? Nakadai Mikoto, you, Taku said as slowly anger started to seep to him. What are you planning? Plan? Oh, you mean my game? Mikoto said in a carefree, devil-may-care attitude. Are you enjoying it? Game? Taku said in shock. Is that just a game designed by you? Poised my eye. Not as bad. Team as such act has created a rift between the team. Such act, Mikoto revealed as well. See allies bickering each other to a point of destructivity. I'm not sure that's a word. I would have to say it's pretty interesting to behold. Not funny, you bastard. Anger at the team had been played by Mikoto for chumps, even to a point of endangering Hody's life. Taku immediately approached him and grabbed him on his collar. Why are you doing this? Why? That's a good question, Mikoto said, trying to muster an unsympathetic voice. Because it's more exciting that way. Hearing such reasoning, Taku couldn't hold his anger anymore. Punched Mikoto on the face, knocking him down. Oh, now the leader got mad. What next? Challenging me to a fight? You know, even if you're the Red Warrior, you may not stand a chance against me. I'll make you eat your own words, you fake, Taku says. He raised his arm. However, he started as a horrid man with no regards on humanity. Then he had a change of heart and helped the Aberrangers save the world from Evolians, even sacrificing your life in process. But this, you return to your old life of evil. This cannot be allowed. Oh, a mask! Red Mask! Turning to Red Mask, he stood and took a stand. I just seen your off-Sentai warrior. This disappoints me. Nakadai Mikoto. So, you want to see how you old-fashioned Red, try your might against me? What the hell does that sentence even mean? Fine by me. Mikoto says he got to prepare himself as well. Back of you change. First he transformed and started cracking his knuckles. Now bring it. Red Mask opened up by drawing his masky blade and attempted to slash Abe Killer, but he blocked well using his wing pentac, both were caught in several sword slashes, till eventually their blades met and put each other. If you're back in your old tricks, you no longer deserve to be called a Super Sentai. Who gave you the right to take that away? Abe Killer replied cockily, the power exists in me, therefore, good or evil, I am still a Super Sentai. In a sudden, Abe Killer used his knee to hit Red Mask on the stomach. Instead of pushing his wind pentac, he started running, and in a quick speed, he started hitting Red Mask at any time without him being able to retaliate. Gah! Red Mask, finally thrown away after being hit many times, fell to the ground rolling. Abe Killer lifted up with strength as described in the book. After all, he was able to overpower the Aberrangers single-handedly at times. Super Sentai powers, but not meant to be used for evil or anarchy. I do what I want, thank you, Abe Killer once again said without care. Using his wing pentac, he threw a lot of golden arrows then launched at Red Mask. See you later. What Abe Killer didn't expect was at that point there was a surge of all power bringing it to Red Mask. Using just his masky blade, he started deflecting the arrows one by one. At this point, not even one arrow hit him. What? Abe Killer. And I was shocked. I'll show you not just our power, but also the spirit of justice that belongs to a Super Sentai. Red Mask beckoned as he was already on his 2 feet. Don't get cocky. Abe Killer angrily retorted. He ran forward. Once again started beating Red Mask while using extreme speed. Managed to score several hits. Eventually he found his fist successfully being grabbed by Red Mask. What? Throw and fight against the strong wave. Falling the floor would be a much better alternative. Now I got you. Red Mask says he raised his other hand, now cleaning the power. God hand! He then used his power punch right onto Abe Killer on the stomach, knocking him away. Red Mask didn't relent and approached him on the ground. Grabbing Abe Killer's suit on below the neck, he started speaking. I told you shouldn't use your brains and power for such personal gain. A big responsibility comes along with the great power that you possess. Okay, Uncle Ben. Here, if it's no fun, why should I even bother? Abe Killer head still cocky. Was met with a punch on the face by Red Mask. You're just running away, Red Mask shouted. That was a poor man's excuse from their troubles. What do you know about me anyway? This time Abe Killer was the one shouting. He thought Red Mask was aware of the horrid past he had. He was too talented, he became alienated with his friends. Not a lot. What you did was nothing but running away. Aside from your troubles, but also another excitement, Red Mask said once more. There's excitement in helping people, protecting them and doing good. If you don't want to feel it, instead return to your old ways, be my guest. Remember that I'm the rest will stop you. Excitement in helping and protecting people. Abe Killer was stunned hearing it. Admittedly, he did feel a little good when he was invited to the dino club by the Aberrangers, especially when Ryoga's niece Mai acted generally all nice to him. Right now he's given him a chance to do something new. Everything went expected. What's so funny? Red Mask said. Game over, Abe Killer said. You win, Red Mask, huh? You're just like him after all. So still Abe Killer said, minding Ryoga. Regardless, I'll tell you why you win this game. Lead has to be keen and perceptive. Ought to be swallowed under the petty bickering and accused that sexy woman. But now you immediately figure out that I'm the one planning this all. The result is the test. Red Mask said about poison. Well, that, Abe Killer continued. If it does have poison-like effect, but if one is strong enough, they'll resist it and come out alive. I made it sure myself by combining some materials of poison I got from that Rincy. More exciting and fruitful when you had a challenge rather than just being given a freebie, am I right? Red Mask said. Said he just want to gauge our strength. Why didn't you say so already? Didn't I tell you? It's better if I take it like a challenge. And you pass. With flying colours. Abe Killer says he eventually got up. So now I know how worthy you are to be called my ally. As soon as he finished saying that, he got kicked from his side. And it turned out it was Melly who did that. Oh, hello again, Miss Sexy, Abe Killer said. He got up. I told you to stop calling me that. You'll pay for tricking me. Melly says he tried to land several punches to him. Red Mask stopped by putting his hand on his shoulder. Taku, what are you doing? Hold up, I can explain, Red Mask said. But if you can explain, do so quickly. Voices heard and Red Mask turned. Saw the rest of his allies. Decker Blue, Terror Ranger, Ninja Black, and Mega approaching him. Okay, you may be surprised, but what did you say? Oh, just a test for us. Ninja Black said in disbelief once he heard Abe Killer's story. That's one way to put a test to us. Now, if you're in school, don't you always get told ahead there'll be a quiz coming? Abe Killer said. Maybe at least it would be an exciting partner. Right. Well, it does make sense. Even in college, sudden quizzes are also abound, Mega said. I do say that you guys are now together rather than abandoning her. Abe Killer said. I point to Melly. You pass as well. Well, yeah, I haven't said it, but Ninja Black scratched his head and then looked at Melly. Sorry about getting too angry and accusing you, Melly. Yeah, whatever, just don't do it again, Melly replied shortly. Despite the rocky event, the team managed to strengthen their bonds, but lest they try not to mistrust Bat easily anymore for this experience. I just love how snarky Melly's response was. Oh, you want to become our ally too? Turning to ask Abe Killer. If you're not worthy, I wouldn't. Abe Killer Ed, but at this rate, you've proven yourself worthy. So yep, I'll be your buddy, cuter girl. Eh? Terranger backed away at such comment. Stop screwing around, Decker Blue said, coming Terranger. Didn't change much from our first encounter. Wait, if May's cute, Melly's sexy, what does that make me? Hey, Miguel, now already acknowledging Abe Killer as an ally, approaching Prota and how he called the rest. Well, that could be answered, however, by a blast ain't them. Oh, there you are, Super Sentai. With Shika Monoha, who carried not just Rinshis, but also black and white soldiers who constantly jumped and carried a whisker-like spear each. Apparently they could be used as a gun too. Look at these new friends I bought. You again, Red Mask said, but he didn't recognize new soldiers. What are those things again? Barmia soldiers. Abe Killer recognized the new soldiers. They were soldiers fighting under the Evolians. If they're here, then Desmozolia. Desmozolia? Red Mask asked. Bah, whatever, I'll just stop more of the same, Abe Killer said cockily. No, you won't do it alone, Red Mask suddenly said, the rest lined up near him. Now that your ally won't let you do it alone. Be sure to keep up, Abe Killer replied. They all got prepared to battle. Red Mask, pursue mysterious cases. Decker Blue, Terror Ranger, May, Ninja Black, Jiraiya, Mega Yellow. I live for the love of Ryo-sama. Ryo-sama's love I fight is his lava warrior. Rinju Chameleon Ken Mistress. Melee. Excited to his finest. Abe Killer! Even though we, Red Mask, now feeling like his team was complete, felt like doing it like the first time he did it. Then he was cut off. Blah blah blah, we are Super Sentai! Abe Killer finished with sentence of exploding shoe. First, the Super Sentai just looked at him funny. Look, are you just going to go off with some cheesy line in the end? Next time just make it short like our first time. Right, Red Mask had to admit that Abe Killer made sense. Anyway, let's go. Oh goody, I like how you just ignore me like that, Shiko Monoha said after he didn't quite talk raw. Die for it, go! Vinci and Barmia soldiers! Combination of Vinci and Barmia soldiers ran towards the Super Sentai and quickly the team retaliated and fought back. However, Abe Killer didn't even bother to use his super speed, playing his own brawn and skills to wipe out the enemy. This, however, gave Melly enough opening to claim some enemies on her own. Oh, what's wrong? Where's that super speed you showed before? What? I'm not using it, Abe Killer answered. I'm giving myself a challenge and handicap to make things more interesting. As he said that, he backhanded approaching Barmia soldier who tried to assault him from behind. Nevermind was about to do the same to Melee and she was about to react the same way like Abe Killer, but Vinci was kicked first by Ninja Black, causing a backhand to hit him on the head. Ow, ow, Ninja Black backed down. Hey, watch where you're attacking, Melee reminded. Well, I guess I kinda deserve this for being a jerk, Ninja Black much before drawing his Kakoi mode and attacking further. On his side, looking at how Ninja Black was fired up in redeeming his state. What a bother, I probably would forget that in a few days. Meantime, as more soldiers were approaching Terra Ranger, she wasn't even using her Terra Arrow. Instead, she released another Ranger gun. Drawing her gun, Terra Ranger started shooting approaching soldiers, all from a perfect position. You have a gun? Megeo approached her after sweeping away from soldiers. Because I forgot to pull it out, Terra said nervously. We're still a Ranger slinger. Regardless, all of them hit perfect, Decker Blue commented. Improved. Thanks, Hoji, Terra said, noticed a Barmy soldier approaching from his side, with his elbow with no effort before she could finish saying, "Watch out!" At the same time, Red Mask had been fighting a horde of enemy by himself to reach the monster. Gotta be quicker, else he's set up that barrier again. At the moment, he unleashed a normal uppercut to a Barmy soldier. He launched towards Shiko Monoha. Rinju Platypus Fist. Doku Soheki. Once again, he set up a green barrier, and the thrown soldier Mercy crossed through a burning barrier. See that? Try to penetrate the barrier, and that's how you end up. You're nothing but a coward, Melee shouted eventually a team gathered together. Have to do something about it, Mega said. Gotta go into turtle over there where we can do nothing. Turtle? Terra Ranger's confused with such slang. He looks more like a platypus than a turtle. No, not the animal, Miguel corrected. Does that slang even exist in Japan? I mean, he's going to sit there while we can't harm him while he's free to attack. It's a video game term. God, I hate fighting with likes of in both games and monster fighting. Guys, that barrier has got to go, Deckblue said. It is time for you over. Wait, Ninja Black said. Nothing for that. Good thing to be prepared after all. At that point, suddenly pulled something from his back and revealed the Super Sentai Ball. What is that going to do anyway? Mike said in disbelief. Besides, last time we did, we can't even. No, I think Jiraiya got a point. As now our team is complete, we can tap its full power. Red Mask says he grabbed the ball, but he looked at Aberray Killer. And like Mikoto, pass it towards your strength. Super Sentai Ball, huh? From last time we tested, it's not working well, Aberray Killer said. Now you're trying to give it another test to his monster's barrier? Ha ha, how exciting I'm in. Guy, this is our gamble. If it gives us two and there's no force that can stop it, they'll ask command of the team. Take position. And the team spread out and took the positions. Very well, here goes. Aberray Killer said he gathered all his dino guts into his hand, onto a ball and threw it to Melee, who kicked to Mega Yellow. He used the blade arm to pass it to Ninja Black and hit it with Kakaryu Nagare Boshi, hitting it to Terra Ranger, ready for a Terra Arrow. Shot with ball accuracy, which got into Ed Mask and Deck Blue, now standing together. Masky cross, Blue finish. Two smash the ball with their weapons headed towards the barrier. Ha! Go ahead, all I see is just a melting, Shiko Monoha said cockily. But to his shock, the Super Sentai Ball penetrated through a barrier unharmed, went through Shiko Monoha's chest. Ball! As he shouted, he fell to the ground and was destroyed. Alright, success, Red Mask said, knowing that the fight was over and he finally was able to use the full power of Super Sentai Ball. Ha, all thanks to me, anyway, Aberray Killer said, where he sends me as he looked behind. Who? As the team looked to where Aberray Killer was looking, now Long and Kyo was already appearing there. Shiko Monoha brought in enough tide, Long greeted. So how do you do? Who? Spare that load of crap, Red Mask sorted. You see, Dare today we get stronger so we can defeat you one day. That day won't come because you'll die first. You better bet on it. Kyo said. You'll just hit the back and not pull that tongue of yours, Melee said as he leapt and prepared to attack. Over Long's absorbed basilisk fist manipulated gravity, but he tossed Melee away with no effort. Damn you, Long! So we're not here for a fight. We just want an introduction to a friend of ours. As Long said, he snapped his finger, and all of a sudden a woman in white appeared, hugging both Long and Kyo's. No way. Once Aberray Killer didn't even sound really cocky. The back worried, Lijo, why are you here? You're... As far as he remembered, Lijo was transformed into her infant age and was last seen being taken care of by Asuka Mahora Badinawa. However, here she was reverting back to the adult form. What's worse about so comfortable with Long Kios? So, anything I can do for you, my wonderful masters? Lijo's words shocked Aberray Killer. While they were just playing along, Lijo did love Mikoto back, and he did appreciate her feelings to her. Now that she forgot about him at all. Bastards! What the hell did you do to Lijo? Aberray Killer demanded, only for Lijo to find out him. Huh? Who's this man? Perhaps he forgot about him, felt like the arrows drawn by winged pentax all coming stabbing to his heart. He's just an eyesore, I'm more awesome than him, Kyo said, boasting in front of Aberray Killer. He stuck her on the cheek. Maybe it's nice being a more passive one, huh? I ask a question, and you damn well better answer, Aberray Killer yelled as he drew out with winged pentax. What did you do to Lee Joel? Well, in a word, make her our loyal servant, Long answered. You see, Aberry Killer, you'll pay for refusing me. Sometimes death can be too good. I guess you can just see me do away with her. Lee Joel! Lee Joel suddenly stood out in front of Long, which froze Aberry Killer, left him able to launch any arrow at all. You're being mean to both Master Long and Master Kios. I'll punish you. She threw several cards that have bombs on them. Bombardment kiss! Blowing a kiss to the cards, she launched the cards not only Aberry Killer, but also the Super Sentai. Gah! Red Mask uttered his breath, tried to get up. That's a potent move, alright. Lee Joel, don't you remember me? It's me, Miko-sama. Aberry Killer tried to get Lee Joel back to her sin, but it didn't quite work. What is this Miko-sama anyway? I said only my masters Long and Kios, Lee Joel explained. I want to die so badly, Ben. Lee Joel was about to launch another attack, but at this point Long put his hand on her shoulder. Well, that's enough introduction. Let us regroup for a moment, Long said. He walked away. Well, Super Sentai, I'll be seeing you soon. And Aberry Killer, suffer as much as you can, seeing we do away with your lover. What does that even mean? Ha ha ha! That moment, Kira snapped his finger and had Lee Joel hugging him as they walked. See that? You're you know what? Now reverse wholeheartedly. Bastard! Aberry Killer angrily retorted. So you do realize this means war, Long? And you, freaky red lover stealer. And some time passed. The team, now demorphed, reunited with Mikoto, was standing our beats. Mikoto hooted. That was, yeah, you heard me. That was the Evolian's disciple of light, Lee Joel. Mikoto answered, a sarcastic yet sad tone accompanying his voice. One I could say closest to love. At that point, the whole team froze, not just Melee, but especially Taku. With Lee Joel at Long's hand and brainwashed at that, it's making Mikoto's situation even worse than him with EL. So even as someone who did bad, you're capable of loving, May said. I knew someone like you had begun you. I'm not good. I only look out for myself. Good and evil are worth nothing to me. Notified. Even so, Melee walked up to him and forced him to look at her and the rest of the team. Each have a reason to oppose Long now. Ryo-san was in that position, I would be extremely angry. What about you? Of course I'm angry, Mikoto added. But Long will pay for this big time. But will get even harder that I know of, Zeto said. Next time Mikoto, isn't it? Will you join us? What, just so you can use your Super Sentai ball with ease? Mikoto gave a question that felt very standoffish. No, of course not. I know you got a lot of stake and Long slighted you, Jiraiya said. I mean, I know you did something too daring on us, but in the end it's for our good as well. You don't even need to ask. I'm more inclined to join you anyway after this, Mikoto said, going towards Taku. I'll need more power to defeat Long and restore Lee Joel. Only after that can I rest easy once this trip is over. You continue your goal to oppose Long when you have my help. Taku. So it's just now he called me by name rather than Red Mask. Taku wondered a bit, but his mind quickly fixed itself to the right path. He nodded and shook hands with Mikoto. Welcome aboard, Mikoto. Oh, at long last, the rogue hero Nakadai Mikoto agreed to join the team. However, a new enemy has emerged. Rolin's disciple of light, Lee Joel, Mikoto's one-time lover. What chaos does he bring to our team? Now the enemy may have access to his monsters of Rollins. Hang in there, keep fighting and good luck, Super Sentai. Be continued. All is note, and there we have it. Villain's roster are now completed with a brainwashed aged Lee Joel. Long's golden fog must have gotten something to it. At least it gave Miko a reason to stick with the team after sucking the team in one dangerous game. I guess after this there'll be fillers or such. But before that, please send your reviews or critics. Thank you. It's alright story, but there's still quite a lot of misapplied English and typos. Okay, but I am being a bit mean there. The typos have actually been improved. Okay, join us next time for Chapter 18. Pleasure end.